If he says,
Weather forecast that
hey, tailgate,
every day.
so
Good
I
morning.
think this many people came, so I
Well,
can do the code afterwards and
accident
say,
reported. This is northbound
probably
Dallas,
not,
just after
but I can get it.
I-25 by Sequoia. It is
We're fine.
affecting your
But
middle lane, and you are starting
you know,
to
the real problem is
see
Gus.
major delays in
No,
this area.
you told me,
That earlier
Joe,
accident,
and
northbound
Chris,
25
you
at
told
the
me, Joe,
Pueblo
like,
of Sandia,
you had these
it
guys
has
on.
been
You
cleared,
told me
but
they
you
knew
are still
their
seeing
money.
major backups starting around Tramway.
This
go.
report is
Yeah.
brought to you by Chili Traditions. Come smell the official state aroma.
Green chili. Green chili.
This is Ken DeWeese, owner of Chili Traditions. We're now roasting hatch green chili at our on-site facility. Pick it up, we'll ship it to you or to your loved ones out of state. Chili Traditions, north side of Montgomery, just west of Louisiana.
So he's
See you
saying
soon.
that he had 100 people buy tickets.
2 Men On with your hosts, Van Nunley and Fred Slow, with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
It's 2 Men On. We're back in the studio, first time in a long time. Wi-Fi at Estos Park was not our friend. Lesson learned. I'm not mad, just disappointed.
You can't control the weather. You can't control the interwebs, Fred.
Isaiah.
We do the best we can with what we have.
Isaiah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for continuing the program while we were en route.
Yeah, of course. I just pulled out some cowboy hot takes real fast. Did a little more Tua talk.
They were super lukewarm. We listened on the way over.
I thought you were maybe.
They were terrible takes.
The pressure was added on because I knew you guys were listening.
Also, it's a little nearsighted to think that Tua doesn't have any other streams of income. You know how quickly he would be employed?
Are you talking about the starting quarterback for the United States of America's flag football team in 2028? That Tua Tagovailoa?
Yeah, I believe
that one? Yeah, that one. He's doing fine.
That's hilarious.
Welcome back to the Wheaties box, son.
He's in the game.
It never crossed my mind. That never crossed my mind.
No.
Yes, he gets to throw to Tyreek one more time. He's got to wait 4 years, though.
So stupid. You know, there's only one way, and this is the thing that happens in like all of sports. You know, if you're not the starting quarterback, you know, there's no other No, there's a ton of opportunity for you. Like a ton. Get into broadcasting. Get into helping your own mind with anything.
That's true, but have we really seen someone outside of Andrew Luck?
Troy Aikman.
But no, this young, though. Troy was much older than Tua is right now.
Oh, have we ever seen any players go out with concussions? Yes.
No, I mean, have to step back and go look into broadcasting at the age of like 24, 20. I'm not saying he should keep playing at all. I'm not pitching that argument.
Sure.
But I'm just saying like the path that he have to take. I mean, obviously some type of content creating. Like it's 2024. That's the number one thing I'd imagine. But like broadcasting at 24 would be, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. It could be done, of course, but
I'm thankful that we have funny friends and funny friends of the show.
Mm-hmm.
OG friend of the show, Kyle, says, sorry for your local internet service. Sorry your local internet let you down. For Xfinity services, call 505-328-5490.
So this is Kyle Beaterwolf.
Free plug there, Kyle. You're very funny, and I get it. We deserve that.
Kyle Beaterwolf and I are going out tomorrow night. We got a whole evening plan.
Aw.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to the... I'm not like a person who is this person, but I'm fortunate to go to some stuff. So we're going to the Maravilla Gala tomorrow night for the Hispano Chamber.
Sure.
Or not Hispano Chamber, the Hispanic Cultural Center. And he calls me today and he says, hey, now listen, Fred, we're going to be on our best behavior.
Ha! Nice try.
Psych. Gonna do it though.
You come with a rep.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's going on.
He's
You know what this is.
Hey, Fred, I vouched for you here, so go ahead and be good. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'll be good. I haven't been in the studio so long. This computer hard reset everything on me.
no, that was just last night. It happened to me as well. It was very, very irritating.
When it rains, it pours. We'll just do that. We'll do all of them. How about you want to do all of them? What else we gonna do? What else?
We airing the grievances.
Power outage. Talking to you, P&M. We're gonna have a power outage now. What's next?
What is the medically retired Hall of Fame squad? Would Tua be on that?
No.
I would take Luck over Tua.
Yeah, and
Give
there's
me
got to
Luck
be a
over Tua.
backup. If you said Troy's in that group, we're taking Troy.
He played long enough. He has a Hall of Fame career. That was long enough.
He's a legit Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the nicest thing about a Cowboy I've ever heard you say.
What?
Troy's a legitimate Hall of Famer.
Are you being serious? Man, I say nice stuff about the Cowboys all the time.
Yeah.
I don't say losers of the last 30 years are good. I don't say that sentence.
Okay, fair enough.
Early mid 90s, those guys could go.
Can I tell you about how great the
Been a minute.
Herschel Walker trade was awesome?
Yeah, I've heard he was
Smart, so smart.
I've heard he was a
Hey,
sight
remember
to
when they
see.
had a good GM and they pulled moves like that?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Hey. Let's see how this ages. Let's see how this season ages.
They pulled no moves. Even if this season ages, it's not because of the GM. There were 0 moves pulled.
Sometimes.
Now,
that's
hold
the best
on.
move. That's the best move to pull.
That's
sometimes.
nope. Don't say sometime and then say any sentence under the sun.
They got the wrong running back with the last name Cook.
I played that cat yesterday in my fantasy league.
Smart.
The feedback was, everyone thinks I'm a chump. I'm not trying to be that guy right now. I'm not a chump. I'm just a guy who drafts a lot of running backs. I got a lot of options.
You are pretty stacked every year in running back.
Thursday Night Football last night was more of the same from Thursday Night Football. It was a snoozer. It was boring.
For the audience and Tua.
Oh, my gosh. If you are Miami fan, your season is over. I saw your backup quarterback. Your season is done.
Gosh, that sucks.
I mean, who's out there? Ryan Tannehill?
He's on TV.
You don't even get him a new jersey. Ryan Tannehill will just grab his old stuff, come right back.
Jalen Waddle for a Cooper Rush, straight up.
Nah,
what are we doing?
That's
here?
unfair to the Cowboys getting rid of their good quarterback.
Who's really available? Tannehill? Wasn't he already a Dolphin? Was Ryan Tannehill with the Dolphins?
Did you not just hear the jersey thing I said?
He was.
Is Jimmy available? Did Jimmy sign anywhere?
He's still suspended for doing drugs.
Jimmy Garoppolo got suspended?
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill going back to Miami would be like Katie going back to OKC.
I don't know Katie, but I hope she does well there.
Well, Kevin Durant. But.
Your hero, George Joe Flacco. What about Joe Flacco?
Hey, Ned James's boy, CJ Beathard.
Oh,
he's out there.
He is good.
Why is
Yeah.
that? Why is that
He
Ned
can
James?
ball.
Why is that Ned James' boy?
Coached him.
Coached him.
Really? I've got a. Okay.
Well, you got to. Oh, he stole your girlfriend?
No, I
Because
got.
Ned's not going to help you with that. He doesn't care about that.
A guy I played football with is
Oh my
like
God.
best friends with. Mr.
Hey
Becker.
Siri, text Ned James about all the people all the dudes Isaiah's upset about that stole his girlfriend. Jeez, dude, grow up. Carson Wentz, is he available?
I think he's got a jersey on.
Drew Lock.
He
Carson
also has
Wentz.
a jersey
Carson Wentz is available. Drew Lock is available. None of those guys are on team.
Do not get Carson Wentz.
Guys, the answer is Tom Brady. Why are we even talking? You signed Tom Brady.
Oh, and then all those punishments for tampering come full circle. It was worth it the whole time.
Who wants to be retired at 47? Miami's got an offensive line that can protect your Oh, wait. Oh. I'll have to give up his podcast with Jim Nance. Okay. What did he say at his roast? He's like, I'm always in good shape or whatever. Like,
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Go out there.
You see those cheekbones? He can still go.
He definitely he hit his PR for bench,
What does that mean?
like his personal record for bench. He-
Well, okay. I'm sorry. I knew what that meant. But what does that mean as far as like his football capabilities? Can he?
no, I'm saying. I mean, he does stay in shape. I mean, he's stronger. I mean, he could take the hits.
Now, I don't know anything about medicine or lifting weights professionally,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're hitting your PR, does that mess up your mechanics? Like with your throws and stuff?
Not if you're doing both. If you just stop throwing and go in there and start repping out bench, yes, you're going to be stiff.
I mean, Tom Brady can throw left-handed and be better than Will Levis.
That's a good point.
I mean, he could just show up with no knowledge of the playbook whatsoever and be better than Skylar Thompson.
Is that his name, Skylar?
Skylar Thompson.
See, I heard it was Skylar Thompson, but I didn't want to say Skylar because I didn't believe it.
Yeah. Like some 90s actor on the cover of Teen Bop, Skylar Thompson.
Tom Brady could show up swole. He could show up super stiff, and then every Miami Dolphins fan will be stiff whenever he goes under quarterback and just starts slinging tutties out there.
Lead the Dolphins to a dub and then go upstairs and call the afternoon game.
He can go
He can do it.
Go under center, find the Mike linebacker, take 3 steps back, scream to the sidelines, Tyreek, try to outrun this one. And then just chung it down the field. That's the move.
It would work.
Gosh.
Tom Brady would work anywhere.
You know who also would have been good in this offense?
At holding the door for Tom Brady when he shows up, Skylar Thompson.
I think Drew Brees. Where's Drew Brees? How come no one ever tells him to come out of retirement? He just drifted away.
Black players hate him. Cannot stress this to you enough.
Go on.
News.
That is not news.
No, to me, I should say. Maybe I knew it and I forgot because he's like disappeared.
I didn't know Drew Brees had big Sean Payton energy.
He literally hangs out in New Orleans with House Republicans all the time. He was the coach at the GOP retreat.
Okay, gotcha.
Of fellowship or whatever.
I thought you were saying he like was caught on tape saying something.
No.
That type of hate him.
No, he just doesn't want to help people. Just a weird dude. If he ran for office, he could win a something in New Orleans, in Louisiana. Shoot, probably Indiana too. Is that where Purdue is?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Dolphins are in bad shape. They're in real bad shape with Skylar Thompson. He is not what some might refer to as good.
I know nothing about him. What college did he go
to? Hey, that's their advantage. No one knows anything about him.
There's no tape on him at all. There's no tape on Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson looks like you put Travis Kelce in a dehydrator.
I pulled up his picture the same time you said that. I can
because you didn't know because you had no idea what he looked like.
Yes, I was Googling
no clue.
And then as soon as you said that, he popped up.
What did you say he looks like? Skinny Travis Kelce? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, Travis Kelce in a dehydrator.
You're very correct.
Yeah, right.
That is very progressive on
it's like spot on.
The NFL letting a quarterback be named Skylar in 2024.
Went to Kansas State.
It's a new day in America.
Let me see. He went to he was with Deuce Vaughn. All right, I think I believe in him. He was at K-State with the legend himself, Deuce Vaughn.
Grew up in Hannibal, Missouri, the home of Mark Twain.
If you made like a collage of every white person in Missouri, the results would look like Skylar Thompson.
Let's go to breaks
with better teeth.
Whenever we get back from it, John Traub's going to join us via the phone because technology is not our friend, and we're going to thank him for a tremendous season out at Isotopes Park. Talk about the fan experience going on this weekend. Fireworks tonight, tomorrow. This is the deal. Last home of Isotopes. The state fair is going on. Nowhere you go in this town can you not have to rub your eyes because of green chili being roasted in parking lots.
No, I'm into that.
This is the thing right now.
Perfect weather.
It's Tune It On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. We're live at the studio. Traditionally, we're at Ice Tubs Park, but it was not our Wi-Fi option today. So John Traub joins us via the friend of the show hotline. He's the GM of the Albuquerque Ice Tubs, and he's going to tell you about all the fun fan experience this weekend. And we're going to say thank you to he for allowing us to be such a big part of the Ice Tubs season. John, welcome. How are you?
Hey, Fred. Sorry you guys had some technical difficulties. I was looking forward to seeing you on the concourse, but just as happy to talk to you over the phone.
Well, I think it's all the electricity in the air from Fan Appreciation Weekend, the anticipation of fireworks tonight and tomorrow, day game baseball on Sunday, fun mariachi jersey giveaway, and of course, Ice Tubs baseball on the field.
You pretty much could write a press release with what you just said. That's exactly what we have going on this weekend, my friend. We're wrapping it up. 3 more home games this season. We still, of course, have 6 left on the road next week in Reno, but we're using this weekend as an opportunity to host our Fan Appreciation Weekend. Thank our fans for another incredible year in terms of support, and just to thank them for being behind us since day one back in 2003.
Best show in town, obviously, Isotopes Baseball at the Lab. But you guys went a step beyond this year. You brought in Savannah Bananas. You brought in Home Run Derby X. You're going to put a taste in the mouth of all these Isotopes fans. What are you going to do next?
Well, as you know, Van, we're always planning ahead, right? So we've been planning some stuff for next year already, and we're looking forward to being able to make some announcements, hopefully early in the fall, and get those things out there. But it's never a dull moment around here. We have something going on constantly. You know, we talk about this venue being a community venue, and trying to fill as many dates as humanly possible, given some of the constrictions that we have. But you know what? It's all about the fan experience, and whether it's an Isotopes game or some of these other things that you mentioned. The Bananas was an incredible 2-day experience here. HRDX was a great brand new event that was brought to Albuquerque from Major League Baseball, and they absolutely loved that experience here. So while we don't necessarily know what's going to happen with that event next year, I know that we're certainly on the map for a lot of national events and bigger events that want to come here.
All right, John, I heard you loud and clear. Yes, I will host a music festival, and Fred can host Duke City Championship Wrestling at the Lab.
Do it.
Hey, we got room for everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go.
A thing I do kind of at the end of every Ice Tub season since I've been on radio here is I pull up my phone and I go to photos and I type in Rio Grande Credit Union Field. Mm-hmm. And then I just go back and I start looking. And Van and I were so fortunate because of you and the Ice Tubs, John. We sat down with Manny Ramirez. We sat down with a lot of fun individuals. I broke a chair on the concourse. I went to Paws in the Park. I saw Savannah Bananas baseball. I've met some of the neatest individuals in the game. I've played alongside United Soccer as well, which is out there alongside you. I mean, it's a special place, not just in my heart, but I think in the heart of all fans. And correct me if I'm wrong, it felt like there were more fans this year than we had ever seen out there.
Well, no, I mean, we're not setting any attendance records this year per se, even though we are on target to lead the league in attendance again for the 3rd straight year. Boom. But I'm glad you said that, because the atmosphere in the ballpark is something that we really try to focus a lot on. And whether it's, it doesn't matter what kind of an event it is. It could be a trade show that we host on the concourse, or right, a wedding, or, or a Major League Baseball event. It's going to be as electric of an atmosphere as we can possibly help create. And people love coming to this venue, right? It's been a great example of what a public-private partnership can be. And if you have the right players and everybody's kind of pulling in the rope in the same direction to keep the venue operating well, to keep it looking new. Certainly some parts of this building are back from the late 60s when it was first built, when it was first built for the Albuquerque Dodgers before the 1969 season. But you wouldn't necessarily know it by looking at the venue and seeing how it's operated. So I have to tip my hat to the city and to our stadium operations crew and all of our staff that pay such close attention to so many of the things that are so important. And on top of that, and I want to take this opportunity, if you guys don't mind, to really thank our event staff, the ushers and the people in the front lines, the ticket takers, ticket sellers, our security people, and not to be forgotten. I'm not forgetting anybody. There's a few other departments I haven't mentioned, like retail and the people that run the press box, etc. But let's not forget the cleaners, because the cleaners, if they didn't do what they do day in and day out, overnight hours many times, and dealing with weather and keeping this ballpark looking as clean as it does, it would be a much different experience. I just want to thank all those folks who work so hard behind the scenes to make sure that this ballpark continues to look good and operate well and give the fans the experience that they expect and deserve.
You know, we didn't mention this to you because of the phone interview. We would have talked to you in person before we brought it up on air, but I know you're going to have some powerful words. Gary Spitzberg passed away last week. The husband of Hallie Spitzberg, tremendous contributor to the Isotopes for a bunch of years. Hallie still contributing, just a shot of energy and emotion, and also rules every single day that we're at the park. Can you, John, just spread some kind words? And I'm sorry I didn't set you up ahead of time, but just what a contribution they were, or Hallie still is, but Gary was for some time to the Isotopes.
Well, you don't need to set me up, because it's easy to talk about Gary and not just his contribution to the Isotopes, but being part of the New Mexico sports community for 40 years, more than 4 decades, really. Working in press boxes, working behind the scenes, because it was something that he just had a passion for, and he hasn't worked for us since 2016. And he got ill, and just he wasn't able to be around as much. But Gary is part of the fabric of as are all the event staff of kind of who we are as an organization. And a lot of people may not know Gary's name or Gary's face, but he was certainly a presence in our press box, operating the scoreboard. And I remember something, I think it might have been our very first weekend that we played here back in 2003. And, we've got these brand new scoreboards, and we're still trying to figure out how to work the ball strike board and add runs and hits and things like that. And I remember having a conversation with somebody up there at that time, and it might have been Gary. It's like, what do we do when we go to double digits in an inning? Like if a team scores 10 or 11 or 12 runs, how does that work? And they said, oh, that's never going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, it might have been the exact same day, or maybe the next day that happened. And we're all staring at each other like, what in the heck are we supposed to do now? And so I remember that very, very well. And it was a fun time, because we were all trying to figure out on the fly. And Gary was certainly part of the foundation of our early years and was with us for a long time.
I have this super fun story, Van, of calling high school sports for Pro V Networks. And I'm over at Bilney Field, the football field.
Sure.
And Gary's up there doing what he does. He's making sure the press, making sure everything goes. And we had to play the national anthem, and we couldn't find the national anthem CD. We couldn't, because it was, Milne, the way it's set up. So we have to find a way to navigate off of a phone to play a thing. And the coolest cucumber in the refrigerator was Gary. So just kind of a fun lone memory that I have of but our thoughts are with Hallie and their family right now.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for both saying that. And, we had a moment of silence in honor of Gary prior to Tuesday night's game.
Oh, great.
And he impacted a lot of folks around here, and just his presence has been missed, and certainly will be missed. And, Albuquerque sports at the amateur level, professional level, collegiate level, whatever level he was involved with, he will be missed by everybody.
John, we got to go to break. Give us final words on the weekend and final words on the Isotope season.
Tickets are available for all 3 games. We've got fireworks tonight, Friday night, 6:35 first pitch, Saturday night, 6:35 first pitch. Also a Little League night, fireworks following both of those games. Fan appreciation night, both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon. We're going to be giving away hundreds of prizes, various road draws, and we're going to have a QR code up on the scoreboard for people to scan for the chance to win prizes. Lots of great prizes given away, courtesy of all of our partners. Mariachi's game, final fiesta, final game of the home season on Sunday afternoon at 135 gates will open at noon, with the first 3,000 adults 16 and over getting this Mariachis jersey. And it's one last time to come by and enjoy Isotopes baseball. Fans have been great. We're going to eclipse another year of more than 500,000 people coming through the ballpark. I don't know what our cumulative total now is in 21 seasons, but I think we're narrowing in on 32 or 33 million fans over that time. So, I don't really have anything else to say other than thank you. And it's been great working with you guys. And I know we'll stay in touch over the off season, but just because this season is over doesn't mean that we need to be sad. It just means that we're one day closer to opening day next year. And we're looking forward to that already.
John, we appreciate you so much, what you do for the community. And just like you said, we're looking forward to hanging out in the off season and have another great season next year. Really appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks so much.
John Traub, everyone. Good little sit down. Not so bad. He was, because we had him sitting dead red at the stadium, throw him a little curveball here as we went back to the studio. Hit it out the park. It's a guy who can adapt. That's a baseball analogy, Isaiah. That's why you didn't get that one.
I did. I was on your trail there.
Okay.
My antenna was up.
Have you talked to John yet? You've only ever worked with Joe Traub, right?
Yes, only Joe. I thought Joe, I thought that was John.
No, well,
Nice.
okay. So Joe does the broadcast. John is the GM.
Okay.
I mean, genetically, yes.
Very similar.
Very.
Half of Joe is very similar to John.
I would say exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Like father, like son, you
yeah.
say.
I mean, did their voices sound the same? Was that close?
No.
No, not close. Okay.
No.
I mean, there has to be some
It has to be
individuality
similar in a way.
You can't carbon copy.
No, you have to
Literally
little
illegal.
tweak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't clone.
One's a little like me. I'm a little nasally.
Mhm.
One's a little nasally.
Yeah.
When we get back from the break, in the quickest way humanly possible, we preview every single football game this weekend.
Let's
It's
go.
wild. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
ain't hard to find. No, I'm always on the ground with some money on my mind, but I like it.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On.
Cali weather, Cali trees, Cali swag, Cali freeze. Hustle never stops. Round the Rolex watch, but I like it.
Week 2 started off terribly. Got to preview all the games this weekend. What kind of order do you guys want to go?
Sunday morning, let's go.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning coming down.
Who says it that way? No one.
Johnny Cash, the guy who wrote the song.
Is that an actual song?
Yeah, it's a real song. That's okay. I'm cultured.
What culture?
Johnny Cash culture.
Yeah, don't want it.
Wear a lot of black.
What you guys know about that Lionel Richie?
A lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hot daughter.
Yeah. All right. Commodores. Give me all the Commodores you got, baby.
Saints at Cowboys. This is all the 11 o'clock games.
Oh, really?
Should be I think. Let me
get them nice and early. Nice.
Get what? Oh yeah, 11 o'clock. Well, all those games start at 11.
Okay.
So Saints were the hottest team in the NFL last week. They were playing the
losers.
All right. There we go. That's what it was.
They had a bye week that they showed up for.
The last time the Cowboys played at AT&T Stadium, Green Bay beat up on them real bad. So they are at home. We're about to find out if the Saints are real. Are they for real?
They get to play a real NFL team this week.
Dallas,
and they will get trounced.
Dallas favored by 6 at home. If you're playing the money, I don't hate you taking the Saints to cover, but I do believe it'll be Dallas at home. Also, I don't think it'll be the high scoring affair. 46.5 as it's being called.
Yeah, because the Saints probably won't score.
Yeah.
Saints will be in the lower teens, and the Cowboys will be in the low 30s or flirt with the 30s and win easily. This is one of my favorites of the week.
Little flirty boy, okay.
-6 for the Cowboys at home, playing an inferior Saints team. Give me -6 all day.
Let's go, Zay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb, but I trust my team, and I see this being one of those 38-6 games, 42-7s.
Oh gosh, there's no way. Buccaneers at Lions. Detroit favorite at home 7.5. The over under 51.5. Definitely take the under here as well. Says me, and I will be wrong because you are correct, Van, on Baker Mayfield. He is that guy. He's going to compete for league MVP. I got an upset on the road for the Buccaneers. They're going to beat the Lions at home. So that erases the 7.5 favorite for the boys in blue.
If you like Tampa Bay to win money line, money line is +280.
Take it.
Steal. Yeah. It's a steal.
$100 $100 smackaroos gets you 380.
Take it.
I do like Tampa +7.5. I don't like the money line. I think they'll keep it close with the Lions. The Lions are a better team. They're playing at home, but I love Tampa to beat the spread. Detroit money line, if you want to waste a bunch of money, Tampa +7.5 if you're feeling sexy.
Yeah, I like Tampa. I think Tampa's going to come in and the aerial assault Baker, Mike Evans, and Mr. Bucky Irving, Oregon himself.
Did I already say take it?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yes.
Sticking with it.
Yes.
The Colts go to Green Bay. Both these teams are looking for their first win. What's Green Bay doing at quarterback?
Oh, this is going to be a rough one, boys. I'm probably not going to watch this game of my beloved Green Bay Packers. Malik Willis is not an NFL starting quarterback. Oh, for the love of everything holy, though, I hope he proves me wrong. Colts -3 on the road in Green Bay. Everybody in Green Bay will be there, just not Jordan Love. And that's going to be enough to say smash that -3 for the Colts. But I say maybe -2.5. By the hook. Colts -2.5 is, I think, a no-brainer.
Zay?
You know, I think the Packers, I don't think last week was a good way to judge Willis because he was kind of thrown in the fire. But whatever they got going on in Green Bay, maybe it's the water they're drinking. It seems like the quarterbacks find a way to become decent. You know, I can never doubt a Green Bay backup after what Matt Flynn did to my Cowboys some years back. So it wouldn't shock me if Willis came out and had a surprisingly average game and it was enough for them to get the win over the Colts.
If he has a surprisingly average game, the Packers will win.
Mm-hmm.
He will not, and the Colts will.
It is the Josh Jacobs story. He's going to be the best running back since Ahmad Green up there in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be the Packers at home, and you will see Malik Willis throw it 3 times all game.
I forgot about Jacobs. Yeah, you guys can lean on him.
Jets at Titans. You don't have to tune into every game, NFL fan.
Yeah.
You don't have to. The Jets should win on the road at the Titans, which means they will inevitably lose. They'll bring in their backup quarterback. Titans victorious at home.
I love the Jets in a bounce back game this week. Will Levis is white Malik Willis as far as I'm concerned. He should not be an NFL quarterback. I think the Jets not only will win on the road, but will demolish the Titans.
Yeah, I think what we saw in New York or New Jersey, whatever you want to call them.
It's New Jersey.
What we saw them go through last week versus San Fran, not only was it a bad judgment, but I think they are embarrassed. And I think Rodgers is going to come out and have a very good game and show everybody that they looked the way they looked because they were going against a buzzsaw of a football team.
We continue. The 11 o'clock starts. Whenever we get back, it's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. We're going over the NFL weekend as we see it. The 49ers go to Minnesota to play the Vikings. It's San Francisco by 5.5 on the road. This will be the biggest blowout of the weekend. Sorry, Sam Darnold. It was cool that you guys started off with a win. Brock Purdy is excellent. There's nothing else to that sentence. The 49ers big on the road.
Hard agree. As far as the line goes, Niners -5, -5.5, depending on where you're at. I don't like it. And the money line isn't valuable enough to take that either. I'm staying away from this game.
Well, that's the thing.
I think the Vikings with Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson might actually be able to cover this. Not win, but get some garbage time points late and cover.
You're doing the thing that Vegas wants you to do, which is think about it. Yeah, they got you.
Yeah. Well, I'm staying away from this one no matter what. Easy win for the Niners, whether the Vikings can claw back in it late or not.
Good take, Isaiah.
I think this will be like a snake suffocating its prey throughout the entire game.
Constricting, suffocating, constricting.
Yeah. Tomato.
I mean, not all snakes. It's fine. Go ahead.
But yes, it'll be a slow death for the opposition. The 49ers will win it easy. The Vikings, I don't think they can keep up. That's basically what it is. And I don't think the 49ers defense will let them keep up because they got to rest early last week. Fred Warner came out the game relatively early. And if he's healthy, any offense is going to struggle.
The impromptu I-9 varsity of slow deaths. League office 280 at i9sports.com. Reach out today and they will help you. 505-312-4999. The I-9 varsity of slow deaths. I guess mine whenever it happens.
Okay.
So put that on the list.
That's a good one.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
It's a good start.
Yeah, fan.
That's a good start. Hopefully it is literally slow. And also, I mean, no matter what kind of death you have, it's a slow death.
Yeah.
Slow being your last name.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with the slow death of Drake by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A death by 1,000 cuts.
Did you hear Kendrick's new drop?
But it's so good. The beat structure, the song structure is a little simple for me. I expect more from Kendrick, but the bars fire.
Yeah, he's like, listen to what I say. I'm going to say the slow death of the Cowboy haters because this is the year when we are doubted is when we overachieve. When we are favored is when we disappoint.
You could say choke.
Yeah, either or. All
right,
suffocate.
Terrible answer. Thanksgiving dinner with the in-laws. Put it on the list.
Oh man. All right, this one might hit a little close to home, but diabetes, Fred.
Yeah,
that is a slow death. We're all happy for you. You're trying to reverse this.
Well, I mean, it's
you're getting it together. You're looking good too, man.
Yeah.
You're looking svelte.
I don't need compliments from people that I don't care about. You two.
Two super healthy, fit dudes. Yeah.
That's how you describe yourselves?
Yes.
I know your life. I know your lifestyle.
Say mentally healthy.
I know you both.
I meant physically only.
Isaiah?
I'm going to go the slow death of the internet connection over at Isotope Stadium.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Oh, well done. You get the show.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one.
Slow and that one was slow and suffocating. It's made us think it was gonna go out and then all right, Cowboy corner time.
It was nice that we didn't have to go through that.
I made sure to emphasize that's why I got it out of the way.
Good I-9 varsity.
I'm a little impromptu boy. No one's going with CTE. No one's going to say CTE today. Too soon. We're not doing that.
What got Brittany Murphy? Do you want to put that on the list?
This is like a deluxe album that has all the hits.
Not that slow. He's very young. Very, very young.
Just wondering. Number one killer of raccoons is heart disease.
The Avengers.
They eat our garbage. That's why they get heart disease.
That makes sense. But Marvel, definitely Marvel. Ever since the Hulk,
it's been resurrected. You didn't see Deadpool, idiot.
I did. That was hilarious.
Hey, it's the funniest comedy I've seen in 15 years. I'm not even joking.
Very, very, very funny movie.
Of comedies made in the last 20 years, it's the funniest one.
Hard disagree.
Dude, name one. I'll give you a chance right now.
So many.
Nope.
Are we talking
one.
about dark comedy?
In the last 15 years, name a
comedy.
Don't eat. You're stalling to think because you can't do it.
Talladega Nights come out.
Not 15 years ago. That's the thing, isn't it? Vince Vaughn stopped making movies like that in 2008. There's been nothing. It's Two Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. It's not Judd Apatow's fault. He just grew out of it. Don't say McKay to me. The sports animal. The program. It's 6 o'clock. Your work week's over. What are we going up to?
12. Mr. Josh Shuson's going to join us here pretty quickly.
See on the Comrex. Go ahead and patch him in. Sean.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to the program.
Friday.
Happy Friday, brother. We had to go back to the studio, so we are missing you on the concourse. Thank you for being a part of the program regardless.
Did you guys, when's the last time you guys were in the studio?
We just said that. It was so funny you just said that. So I just pulled a locked in pro wrestling, Duke City Championship Wrestling poster off the wall in here. So we think it was the Monday before Labor Day. So like,
did you need GPS to get inside the studio?
I was worried my card wouldn't work.
Yeah, I was worried I forgot my code.
I hit pound instead of star or star instead of pound or whatever it is. Because this place is like Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Surprised I got in.
I think we're in studio 2 days the whole month of August.
Too many.
It's the first time in September.
We like to be out amongst the people, Josh.
Yeah. I respect that.
The people will be out at Isotopes Park this weekend as it's fan appreciation. 40% off hats, lots of fun stuff going on. Give us your biggest storylines of the year, brother. Give us your big takeaways from the 2024 Isotopes season.
Yeah, good question. A lot of us usually think about this and talk about this. And, I'm going to stall by kind of giving you like a retrospect where like a couple of years ago, it was the year of Winton Bernard, right? That was 2022. Absolutely. And other years you think about, okay, we had all these grand slams or, different things like that. Or you think about like this player, like Jock Peterson was the story of 2014, rookie of the year, MVP. You just knew he was destined for greatness in the major leagues. And part of life at AAA is that the players change constantly. And I know that I beat this probably more than I should into the ground, but this year really has been so even more than usual. Like if you look at, I look at my scorebook from May and June, and hardly anybody from those teams are still here because they're in Japan, they're in the major leagues, they got released, they're hurt. It's just crazy how much even from 5 years ago the roster changes over, and so that makes it really hard to give you an answer in terms of what the storyline is. But then if we're just going to be really objective, the storyline is we've allowed more runs than any other team in all of minor league baseball. We are on the verge of the most losses in Isotopes history. And the defense has probably been the number one reason. Yeah, the pitchers give up a lot of runs, but it's just been a really disappointing season defensively. Sometimes it's because guys are playing out of position because the Rockies are trying to figure out if this guy can play multiple positions. Or sometimes it's just hard because you play second base, then you play shortstop, and then you play third base in 3 different days, and you just can't get into a routine of playing one position and getting really good at that position. But in my mind, look, this is AAA. You got to catch the ball. You got to throw the ball accurately. And so I think that's been the most disappointing part for me. It's just the lack of consistent defense.
Wait, what about like one player in general? Like who really like grabbed your attention and kept it this year? Who did you really enjoy calling Isotopes baseball games for, and why is it Hunter Stovall?
Hunter's definitely in the top 3. When you started that question, the first guy that came to my mind is Willie McIver. And number one, it's because he's one of the few guys who has been here all year. He just went on the disabled list a couple of years ago. It's not a couple of days ago, excuse me. But it seems like every time that Willie plays, something interesting happens, and I can't wait to talk to him about it the next day, right? He just seems like he's full of just interesting plays, and he's so much fun to talk to. He just brings the energy all the time. I just love how fiery he is, the way that he pumps up his pitchers when they come off a mound, when they get outs. I love the energy that he brings to the batter's box. I love his excitement when he gets on base and points to the dugout, which all the boys do, but he's one of those. Even like during batting practice, I'm sure you guys have heard stories about Ricky Henderson and how Ricky would talk to himself, and Ricky would strike out and he would say, "That's okay, Ricky, you're still the best," as he's going back to the dugout. Like Willie McIver's kind of got some of that in him in the batting cage. Like he'll say, "Great take, Willie, way to go," or like, "What are you doing, Willie? That's okay, Willie, you're still," like he talks to himself in that way, and I love it. I just love the energy that he brings. It's so much fun, and so he's the guy that comes to my mind.
I think the thing I'm going to miss most of this season is how it felt like a season of first. Like if the Savannah Bananas ever come again, if Home Run Derby X ever comes again, if a big spectacle ever comes again, well, we were at the first one. We were at when it was done that way. You were often out of town for these events, Josh, because you're on the road broadcasting. Were you a little envious of some of the spectacle that was at Isotopes Park this year?
Yeah, I definitely had some. What is that? FOMO, fear of missing out.
No,
yeah,
you did miss out. There was no fear. You just you completely missed out.
It was total FOMO. Yeah. And it's really, here's the thing. It goes to show what the community of Albuquerque means to sports, that those teams would want to come, that the Bananas would want to come, that there's 120 options for where Major League Baseball could send Home Run Derby acts. They only picked, I think, 3 or 4, and one of them was Albuquerque. It's because they know what a great sports town this is and how people like to come out to this beautiful facility and be entertained, and they know that it's going to be a first-class operation from the time that you park until the food that you get, the drinks that you get, and the entertainment on the field, and it's going to be clean and it's going to be safe, and people know that. And that's why these events come to Albuquerque. And, and I'm sure that we're going to continue to get various different events that come here in the future.
I mean, you're so set it. I know I'm downplaying this right now. It's a lot of hard work. I know I'm talking to. You become so set it and forget it. You've been here a minute. You've got it established. You got your roots here. Is there like a doldrum in the end of the year? Is when you're like finishing this thing out, or is like your eyes already on next year?
A little bit of everything, you start to miss it before it's even gone. Like there's times during the season, especially like we had that 2-week road trip where we're in Round Rock and Sugar Land, and every single game is a night game, and it's over 100 degrees and the humidity is enormous and it feels like Groundhog Day. Meanwhile, there's Home Run Derby acts going on in Albuquerque and everyone's having fun. And you look at those times and you're like, man, when is the season going to end kind of thing? And then you kind of get to this final homestand and you go, I don't want the season to end. My life is so much more fun during baseball season. There's all these different cool things that get to happen, and then you start to think about, well, it would be nice to have a weekend off, and it'd be nice to have a night off. It'd be nice to just relax and watch some football on the couch and not have to get ready for a game. Like if there's anything that I wish that I could do like a 6-month season, take a month off, then do like another 2-month season, and then take a month off, and then go out to spring training. I don't know if the math adds up on a calendar year, but something like that.
Josh Sushan with us. He's a broadcaster for the Isotopes. Last home series is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fan appreciation. You can go out there. Fireworks tonight, fireworks tomorrow, day game on Sunday. Isotopes are then on the road for the week. Do you fly immediately back to Albuquerque after the season, or do you go straight to vacation?
It depends year to year. In this year, I'm going to go straight to Oakland so that I can watch the final 3 games at the Oakland Coliseum with the A's.
Love that.
I will be the guy crying in his beer nonstop for 3 days.
You get to drink beer?
When I'm not working, yes.
Oh, must not have diabetes.
3 more home games this weekend. Going to be an absolute banger at Isotopes Park. 1 more in Reno next week. September 22nd, 2:00, Reno. Calling the last game of the year. What are you having for dinner after that? What's your treat yourself meal after the last game?
Honestly, it depends if I'm driving to Oakland or not.
Okay.
I might be heading straight to Oakland, in which case I'll just be getting something quick.
Road burrito.
Yeah, or I might be spending the night at my mom's house, and it's whatever she makes for me. Or I might be spending the night at my dad's house, and then it's whatever he makes for me. I'm still trying to figure out my exact itinerary, but there is a very good chance that I just let one of my parents cook for me.
Sweet.
I broadcast collegiate athletics for a lot of years, and that's similar schedule to the Isotopes, but it's the opposite. So you go fall through spring, and then as soon as the spring hits and the final game is over, it's usually baseball, sometimes softball. You immediately download the dating app. Josh, are you ahead of the game, or are you waiting still?
Man, this is like entertainment for you guys on your show, but I do not find any of this entertaining whatsoever.
That's the best part. That's what you got to put in the bio. Not here for entertainment.
So tonight's game, let me tell you about tonight's game. We got a guy pitching for Las Vegas whose last name is Beers, and I'm told he throws a really good slider. So it's Beers and sliders.
Love this.
We also have a guy playing for the Isotopes by the name of Nolan Clifford. He is making his professional debut tonight. He got drafted in July by the Rockies. The last time that he played a real baseball game was May 18th when he was playing for Creighton against Seton Hall. And he's played like some scrimmages since then, but we have had an enormous number of injuries to the boys over the last 5 days. And so Nolan Clifford tonight will be making his professional baseball debut at the AAA level.
He's a dog. A big red dog.
Josh, thank you for taking the time with us tonight. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you for making me part of your show, even if it wasn't the most convenient time for you boys, and even if it went off kilter. Thanks for having me all of these different days throughout the year.
I mean, I'm about this. This is the thing I enjoy most, I feel like.
We'll give you a couple weeks off, Josh. We agreed to that, but we'll see you very soon for our playoff baseball recap.
Yeah, again, I'll be the guy crying in Oakland as the A's leave the Coliseum.
If you want to write off the tribute, you can correspond for us and call it a business expense.
You want to give me the 2-minute on credit card for all this?
Zay, commercial.
We lost. How do we lose? How do we lose Josh? Josh Sushan, thank you so much.
You're welcome, guys.
It's a good little sit down with Josh.
He's a dude.
He's heckin' nice. Real quick, as we run through them, yes or no? Seahawks at Patriots?
Yes, and yes, they cover.
I don't believe so. Worst game of the weekend is Giants at Commanders.
Oh, yes. No one's going to watch this, but congratulations, Jaden Daniels. You get your first NFL win.
Carolina Panthers equal it against the Chargers this weekend.
Chargers will smash.
Mm-hmm.
Smash.
Cleveland Browns go to Jacksonville. One of these teams has to win, and it'll be Jacksonville.
Hard agree.
Raiders, even their season total at 1-1 against the Ravens at Baltimore. I trust Gardner Minshew.
You are an insane person,
Upset
and
of the
I
week.
am worried about you.
Upset of the week, I am telling you. Rams go to Arizona. They play the Cardinals.
Give me the Cards.
At home.
All in the cards for them.
I don't hate that at all. Steelers at Broncos.
Steelers by a hair.
Chiefs at home over the Bengals. We don't have to talk about it. Texans at home over the Bears. Don't have to talk about it. And we'll preview Monday Night Football on Monday night.
Deal.
Isaiah, thank you for covering today.
Of course. Bears over Houston, by the way. Book it.
There's just no way.
No.
Van, final words?
Too much for time allotted, my friends. I want you guys to make sure you stay safe out there this week in Albuquerque. And Monday morning, check out that weekend recap with the opening drive.
Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
See you on Monday.